Welcome to Shevach on the daf. The shir is Leilu Nishpas, my grandfather Yaakov Yosef B'Tzvi Hirsch Dallinger, whose yortzeit is 28th of Tishrei. We're holding in Zevachim daf Lamed Hey, and the Gemara in Amud tells us. The Abiyut tells Rabbanon, Lama poikiki ma'azor. Why do they close up the drainage of the Hazara and allow the blood to be in the Hazara? If not, to use it to put the blood on the Mizbeach. They told him, it's a praise for the sons of Aaron HaKohen to be walking in blood. So asked the Gemara, what about chatzitza? Says the Gemara, because it's lach, because it's liquid, it's moist, it's not dry, it's not chatzitza. In Shuvas Halachas Ktanas, Chelek Aleph Siman Chof, it says that a moyel, who the blood of the Milo got dried in his hand, does he have to wash his hands to eat? So he says, he brings the Gemara by us, the Shevach l'bnei Aaron shiu me'alchim ha'karuseim badam. It's a Shevach for bnei Aaron to be in blood. So he says it's a Shevach for the moyel to have his hands filthy with blood, and therefore it's not a chatzitza. So the Sefer Halacha Rovachas, which is written on the Halachas Ktanas, he asks, but look at our Gemara. The Gemara says, once we said that the blood is a shvach, says the Gemara, it's chatzitza. And the Gemara has to say, because it's not dry, because it's still wet. Mashrav will be dry, will be a problem. What about Milo when the blood is dry on the hands? So he answers the Halacha Rovachas and says, there's two nikudos that makes something not chatzitza. One is that he doesn't care about it, it's a shvach. But also that it's umanusoi bekach. That's the way he does his actions. For example, a butcher, his hands will always have blood on it because he's dealing with blood. Kohanim not necessarily have blood on their feet. They don't have to have blood on their feet. So therefore, even though when they do it, it's a shvach, it's still a problem of chatzitza. That's why our Gemara is asking, what about chatzitza? But a moyel, though, when he's doing bris milah, he gets dirty, that's part of his umanusoi bekach. So by him, it's not chatzitza. So what's the raya from Zevachim? So here comes the point. It says the Halacha Ravachas. All I'm bringing a raya is that lichluch mitzvah is a chaviv ala hadam. It's to have dirt coming from a mitzvah. That's something which is so nice, so beautiful. A person doesn't care to get dirty for a mitzvah. The raya for Zevachim is now that it's not chatzitza, because it's a little different case. But the raya is that people don't care to get to dirty themselves with a ma'aseh mitzvah. V'hayin taz and Orchaim simen tafkuf peidal base, that it says that someone did a bris milah Rosh Hashanah and his mouth is still dirty from the blood of the milah, he could blow shofar even though his mouth has blood in it. Why? Le'arev mitzvahs milah b'shofar, or put together the milah and shofar. So the Dogel Mervavo, the Noida B'Yudo, asks over there, but what about chatzitza? If it gets dry, will become chatzitza. But according to what we learned over here, if it's umanos bekach, it's not chatzitza. And here comes the Taz teaching us that something dirt that comes from a mitzvah is not something which is a problem, because a person is chaviv will love to have it. And Ayin Nigris Moshe in Yeridech like Beis Siman Tetzayim, who speaks about chatzitza, he says within his words, he says, Tzarich ha'adam la'asois b'simcho ve'avo sheyiskabed b'lichluch yodo b'shel mitzvah. It's a kavod, they got dirty for a mitzvah. Should not find tricks why not to get dirty. In addition, if a person tries to do that, it looks like he's moyes to the mitzvah. If he's trying, he gets disgusted by some part of the mitzvah. It means he doesn't like the mitzvah. And Ayin Oyin the Chas V'Sofer in Sukkah Daf Lamed Vav that speaks over there that an esoig, the people use it a lot, it starts having different shapes, different colors. So he says stains that noildu mizeyas hayadayim, come from the sweat of the hands, nearly they have a hidur. It's a hidur. Why? And it brings it right from our Gemara. Dirt, which is a result of the mitzvah, is the beauty. It's something that not only is not a muse, it's something that just beautifies and makes the mitzvah more chaviv, and that's what we learn from our Gemara. And I in the Sif Sechaim, in Moradim Chelek Beis, in page Tzadik Ches, that he adds to it and explains something which is usually most and disgusting. Once it becomes part of the mitzvah, so then it's chaviv ad lemoed. Even blood, he says, blood is something which Chazal tell us, Adam is moyes in blood. It's something which is really repulsive. A person doesn't want to have connection to blood. But when it joins avodas Hashem, and it's a tzoi lichvod shamayim, not only it's not megunu mechur, but adarabo, it's beautiful, it's a meshubach, it's something that we aspire to. The most physical, disgusting, repulsive thing, once it connects and becomes part of the mitzvah, is the most davar chaviv b'yoser. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor Shom Machshava Shiurim, please email shommachshava@gmail.com.